Good day to you fellow South Africans. This is Ben Lombaard. Underdogs versus Discovery. Standing outside Parliament. Would have liked to get closer, but they're busy renovating in the back there. Underdogs versus Discovery started a few months ago, and it was created due to the fact that I realized that there was a problem with Discovery paying out my claim, and I've been fighting for 20 years. I soon realized I'm not alone. There are others in the same boat, and for that reason I have tried my utmost best to try and communicate with Mr. Adrian Gore, Mr. Riaan van Reenen, and Mr. Hein Human from Discovery Life, to no avail. I've personally sent them emails. We've been in touch with the Ombudsman, and it does not stop. All our appeals for this matter to be dealt with falls on deaf ears, except for the fact that they whisper it in the corridors. And then also, personally, I've received 2 lawyers' letters telling me to stop defaming certain individuals and Discovery. No, I am not defaming anybody. I am the whistleblower in this case. And as I said, I realized very soon that I am definitely not alone. There are others in exactly the same boat. And for that reason, we have now exhausted all other avenues. We've tried to negotiate with the Ombudsman. We've even tried with FSCA, some of us, and to no avail. My personal battle has been going on for 20 years. The others are even more so. Now, although we're only a handful of people, the repudiated claims amount to just on R1 billion South African rand. With the situation as it is, it's become intolerable. We no good lying criminal charges per se at a police station, and it's no good reporting it to the watchdog groups. So for that reason, we have to move one step away. We know that litigation does not work. Discovery has got all the money in the world to fight individuals. They wait for us to our finances to be either depleted or once we die. So it's not going to happen this time. I have a personal message for Adrian Gore, Riaan van Reenen, and also Hein Human. We are definitely not leaving this year. The underdogs itself, we've discovered that even the underdogs are no longer alone, and for that reason we have to elevate our campaign to the next level. So the underdogs versus Discovery, here we are. We are still trying to get anyone to listen, and but we're moving to the next level. The next level will be something that I have no doubt could be bigger than Fidentia. It could be bigger than Bosasa, and it could be bigger than the Steinhoff scandals. So for that reason, this is where we are. Discoverygate is seeing the light today. So I've also prepared a letter that I am, by the time you read this, it will already be in the possession of Parliament. So let's go through that. Make it easier, I'll just read it from my phone. The wind is blowing out here. There we go. Let me just get that out of here. See where we're going. This is a letter that I have addressed to the Speaker of Parliament, and it reads as follows. Discoverygate Petition to the Parliament of South Africa, Republic of South Africa. DiscoveryGate, a national call for accountability, oversight and legislative reform in the South African insurance industry. Submitted by myself. I'm the founder of Underdogs versus Discovery, also hashtag DiscoveryGate. I'm representing affected policyholders, whistleblowers and citizens concerned about systemic malpractice in the insurance sector. My details are available for those that want it, and then the executive summary is as follows. This petition calls upon Parliament to launch an inquiry into systemic misconduct by Discovery, failures of the Ombudsman long-term insurance OLTI and the Financial Sector Conduct Authority FSCA, and to introduce stronger laws to protect consumers. The campaign, known as Underdogs versus Discovery, has now evolved into DiscoveryGate, a national movement demanding truth, transparency and justice within South Africa's life insurance sector. The background is as follows. The Underdogs versus Discovery campaign emerged after numerous policyholders faced claim repudiations based on questionable investigations, surveillance and intimidation. Victims include Lloyd White, Anna Marie Barty, Lindy Smith, Elmer Lotz, Belinda Bossoff, Freeman Governor, Ben Lombaard and others whose stories are documented in the accompanying audiovisual evidence. These cases reflect widespread abuse of power, lack of transparency and failures of oversight institutions. Systemic issues identified manipulation of medical and forensic evidence to justify claim repudiations, unlawful surveillance of data and data collection in violation of the POPI Act and Cybercrimes Act, retaliation and intimidation of whistleblowers, conflict of interest involving OLTI and former Discovery legal personnel, oversight and accountability. Regulatory bodies including the LTI, FSCA, Council for Medical Schemes and the Information Regulator are mandated to protect consumers. However, evidence shows consistent ineffectiveness, bias and a lack of enforcement. These institutions must account before Parliament for their failures. This is a call for investigation and accountability. Parliament is urged to invoke Section 56 of the Constitution to compel in-person testimony of the following individuals and institutions. Discovery Holdings executives, Mr. Adrian Gore, he's a Group Chief Executive Officer, and then Mr. Riaan van Reenen, Chief Executive Officer of Discovery Life, and then also Mr. Hein Human, Head of Legal Affairs. Affected complainants and whistleblowers, Parliament is further requested to summon identified complainants, whistleblowers and other prejudiced role players under the Sections 56 of the Constitution to provide first-hand testimony regarding their experiences with Discovery Life and related entities. These include, but are not limited to, Mr. Lloyd White, policyholder subjected to unlawful surveillance and repudiation as well as intimidation, Ms. Anna Marie Barty, denied claimant under disputed circumstances, Ms. Lindy Smith, Mr. Elmer Lotz, Sareti Durasamy, Mr. Freeman Governor and myself. Evidence is recorded in the DiscoveryGate audiovisual annexes. Any other affected individuals, investigators and or former employees willing to act as whistleblowers. Their sworn testimonies will provide Parliament with direct insight into the real-world consequences of insurer misconduct, supporting legislative reform and strengthening consumer protection mechanisms. Oversight and watchdog institutions, Ombudsman for Long-Term Insurance, OLTI, Financial Sector Conduct Authority, FSCA, Council for Medical Scheme, CSS, Information Regulator, South Africa, National Prosecutor Authority, and Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation. Litigation abuse and delay tactics. Discovery Life's pattern of prolonged litigation, even after favorable rulings, demonstrates intentional delay tactics designed to exhaust claimants financially and emotionally. Parliament must legislate clear timeframes for claim resolution and empower the FSCA to penalize procedural abuse. Relief sought. Establish a parliamentary inquiry into Discovery Life's conduct. Summon the named individuals. Yes, we would like to see you, Mr. Adrian Gore, Mr. Riaan van Reenen, and Mr. Hein Human in person. No lawyer representation. Let us face each other one by one. Okay. Mandate plain language insurance contracts. Regulate investigative and surveillance practices. That definitely needs to be looked at. Guarantee policyholders constitutional rights to privacy and dignity, which is evident not been happening, and then refer verified evidence to the NPA and Hawks for prosecution. Public interest and constitutional imperative. This petition defends the rights and dignity of South African citizens and calls for Parliament to restore accountability in the insurance industry. When corporations act without oversight, the rule of law and public trust are undermined. Okay, so I've attached a whole lot of videos for Parliament to view in the meantime, and for that reason I also go further to say what our aim with this is, in addition to Discovery executives and regulatory officials, Parliament is urged to summon all identified underdogs versus Discovery complaints and other prejudiced role players to give evidence under oath before the Portfolio Committee on Finance or any other appointed parliamentary body. We cannot run away from the fact that these underdogs have been prejudiced. We cannot run away from the fact that there's been a lot of undermining, a lot of fraudulent activities, abuse of the system up to now. This is going to stop. I call on Parliament, the government of the day, all the members of the Government of National Unity, all opposition parties, NGOs, every civilian, every citizen of this country. We need you to stand with us. It is not only for us, it is for you, your family, your children. It's a strong plea, and I realize very well, right behind me, whoever sits there have friends. Discovery has friends out there, but despite that, it has to be done. Let us play fair, and let us give the underdogs the opportunity to have their day, and for the dogs and underdogs to have their day to find the real truth out there. I thank you for watching, and stay tuned. The social media will now change to hashtag DiscoveryGate. We'll keep everyone informed there. Thank you for watching, everyone, and stay safe out there.